Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering a question from the Reddit SEO board. This is about large header images, what we sometimes call hero images. They're usually full width. Sometimes they take up the whole space of the screen. The full height of the screen. Sometimes they're almost the full height of the screen. So this person asks, I'm wondering what the group thinks about having a large header. I know people don't like slider revolution. And slider revolution, for those who don't know, that is it's a popular plugin in the WordPress ecosystem that makes slides. It's often packaged in with a lot of templated themes, like something you'd buy on ThemeForest, usually a slider revolution packaged in there along with a whole bunch of other plugins to make it what we call like a Swiss Army knife theme, but basically popular plugin. It just makes the slideshows. Anyway, I know a lot of people don't like it, but if this is in your header, does it push the above the fold text down? So what this person is saying is above the fold. Again, we talked about this before, but it's a term that comes from the days of newspapers, when you would go to the newsstand and you would see the newspapers. They'd be folded in half, and that top half of the newspaper would be face up, and it would have the main headline of the day. The main story would be there. It's still, they're like that to this day. But that's above the fold. It would be folded in half. The bottom half of the page one of the newspaper would be folded under. The top half of the page would be on the top. Now, in the context of the web, above the fold means anything that's visible when you first load the page. Now, back in the day, this used to mean one specific type of thing, because most people had one type of computer. It was like a home computer, a desktop computer. Most computers were within like a range of the same types of screens. So it kind of meant whatever would appear like that. Now, as mobile phones, smartphones, tablets, different size screens, some, all kinds of different laptops, all types of big screens appeared. Now we have consoles. You can browse the web on your TV. Above the fold really has like a lot of different meanings now, because there's so many different devices, and that really just means just for your device, whatever's appearing on your screen. So that could vary very drastically. So this person's saying, and I know why they're asking this, because this is a belief that was talked about in SEO circles for a long time. People would always say, whatever text is above the fold, Google treats that more importantly. Now, Google seems to be really a lot more sophisticated than that nowadays. I mean, you don't want to have your main keywords down just at the bottom of the page and not at the top. But as far as having the text, appear like in the screen at the top, not necessarily what you need to do. I mean, again, it's more sophisticated than that. I mean, it's more about being a task completion engine. Searcher intent, that's something we often talk about, but can people get what they're looking for on that page when they type a certain phrase in? Are they seeing what they expect to see? Can they complete the task that they expect to be able to complete? This person's saying having a big hero image, and most of the time when you see these big hero images, they just have like one headline of text. Maybe they have like a little tagline. Sometimes they might have a little call to action button. But most of the time it's like just one, headline, like one sentence, maybe a tagline, maybe a button, and that's it. And then all the rest of the stuff is down below. And that doesn't just mean like slides. That could mean any type of hero image area. But what he's saying, what he or she is saying is, in other words, site speed aside, is a slideshow or a header movie, like a background movie, like playing in the top area, pushing areas considered above the fold down in terms of what Google considers above the fold. So what this person's like really concerned about, mostly is, am I losing SEO rank because the main keyword that I want to have pushed up at the very top of the page, is it, being deranked because it's lower than whatever's at the top here, like a movie or hero area or whatever. Like I said, Google is a lot more sophisticated than that. Even Bing is more sophisticated than that nowadays. My answer to this is look at other results from within your industry. And in fact, just Google the term that you're trying to rank for and tell me what you see in those results. Don't just look at the results in the Google search results, but actually, click on each of those results and tell me what you see. And I bet you in a lot of cases, what you're going to see are hero image areas. You might see slides, you might see a background movie, who knows? But you're probably going to see a lot of these where those areas do exist, and it pushes some of the text a little further down the page. People know how to scroll. I mean, I think you're really overthinking this, and again, this is like getting into like one minute detail instead of looking at the big picture. And in the big picture, yeah, I mean, having the keywords on the page is important. Having it's mentioned somewhere near the top is important, but you're usually doing that within the headline. The H1 tag or the headline or the title of the page or whatever is up there near the top. And, if it gets pushed like a millimeter down or an inch down, like farther, really not that big of a deal. Not going to affect your SEO as much as you think. Making a lot of thought over something that's like a really minor detail in 2020. My advice would be, if you see everybody else in your space doing it, and all the other pages that seem to be ranking have that, it's probably safe to have it. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. I'm here every single day making videos on SEO. If you have a question that you'd like to see answered on search engine optimization, Google, whatever, leave it in the comments below. I'll answer it. I answer all my questions. I want to say thanks to all the people who have subscribed recently. We're almost at 420 subscribers. It would be awesome if we get there tonight. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, peace.